I just want to explain where we're at in the project, and I just feel like it's easier to do it this way than it is to have a meeting. So, right now I'm connecting to our database, and I only have a couple things filled out for right now. We can add, we have to add these as we go. I make a one file to update the database, right? A couple things on it right now that all right, Control C. Okay. So real quick, that will add another row to the database. It has the same values as the previous row because I haven't changed any of the variables of where you're going, the destination and the origin. So here's the database update. So here's your var's origin and destination. We can change them, and then we have to do some JavaScript trickery to change them inside of these APIs that are a URL. I think you have to use a $sign and something like that. Um, so that's not too hard to do. So we updated the row, and then we we run the node mon. Right, I think it's no. We run our basic server connection. No. Yeah. All right. And right here, it just displayed two values that it's grabbed from the table, and this is this one right here. So we don't need that. So there's a navigation bar at the top. Only two fields are. This will have to be coded in later, but right now it's writing to a file. It's writing to another file, price.html, right? It's writing to temp.html. And you can see those files. You need to have them files on your computer as well. It gets modified every time because it's writing to it. You can append to it and then create and have these as their own HTML file. But then every appending time you run the thing, every time you append it, you're going to get the additional value. Unless you do some code, to say if this value is already here, then don't append to it. You're also going to need 200 OK. It's a web server for Chrome. It's an extension that allows you to use your local files, because otherwise, if you just do it from a straight thing, it's not going to want you to do it because the security issues. It doesn't want to just, it doesn't want your computer vulnerable to just open up any file unless you say it's okay to. So you need this extension. Um, so that is basically what the project's looking like right now. That's, it's a lot of the back end stuff. Uh, so yeah, I don't know how, um, I'm going to just continue to try to fill it in as much as I can. But as far as like making it look better, I'm not gonna spend any time on it. And if you want to, that's fine. But you need to understand how it works together, so that way you can um, execute that properly. And then this will be, we'll change this into, no, it gets very confusing because there's a lot of files going on here. This is your index file, right? This is the main page that it's loading. Um, so we can change that to, this is going to be the car brand name or whatever, right? And then this reference will be to the HTML file that you are writing the car brand name from, that you're selecting from the SQL server. The database, the updating the SQL server is another file that has to work with this. So So I just updated car brand, and I didn't put a reference to it because I don't have one. But if I had one, let's new file, um, HTML. Wait, no, I don't want to open a file. I want to make a new file. Save it as card.html. And then I would want to write to this file from our SQL, from where we are connecting to the SQL and pulling the data out of, not directly into the HTML, but I could say car, just for the purpose. Save, and then back into the index. We're gonna put we're gonna need to get to that file. Okay. Save it. All right. And then car brand, and it says car, right? It's that's the project in a nutshell.